All right, we just discovered a new, oh, I gotta put my seatbelt on. Hold on while I hold you in my lap. All right, we're off. And I learned an important fun fact. See? Lit perfectly dark. Why you should buy a 4Runner with a sunroof, in my opinion.
In Oregon,
yeah,
it rains all the time.
Hey man, I'll take any light that I can get, anytime I can get. So we are headed for Hood River, Oregon. Again, another sneaky little weekend trip, just a little day trip from our house, which I think I've mentioned in prior videos is pretty good for getting outdoors and exploring the state. So what you may not know, although I think it is national news, or it was a few days ago, is that we are having a forest fire in the Bull Run watershed, which supplies water to Portland, and that's kind of in our path. So I'm advocating
We are going that way.
that we're gonna go. You're good. Oh, stop.
I can see.
Yep. There we go. Another 4Runner. You never know who's driving those guys. Anyhow, we're gonna try to go over Lolo Pass, but we may encounter a road closure because I suspect that many of the fire apparatus and firefighters are using that specific road to access the fire, like in person. They've been attacking this fire. It's a type 1 or level 1? Type 1, I believe. My ICS training is a little out of date. Well, not out of date, but I took it a while ago, so I don't really remember what the type signifies, but type 1 is a big deal, and they have spent the last couple days attacking that with aircraft. It's very limited access, but obviously a high priority due to the watershed. So,
And they cannot use fire retardant because of the watershed.
I hear kind of other unconfirmed by sources that do not wish to be named said contrary.
They used some fire retardant
yeah,
on an area that is not directly affecting the watershed.
got it.
However, they also put some fire blankets around the chlorine area.
Fair enough.
Keep the chlorine for the watershed.
Yeah. So anywho, that's what we're up against. We're headed down to Hood River to hopefully just walk around the downtown area. If you watched the video last week, my belt didn't survive, so I think I mentioned that in the video. Actually, the dog had chewed it up by the time I edited that video. Very disappointed.
Xena the adventure dog.
Yes, Xena the adventure dog got us. Oh, are we doing a stop?
I'm stopping at the post office to give them theirs.
All right, so we got the post office done, and we went across the street where I saw this paramedic unit from Montana for the local forest fire. Talked to that guy for a bit, and off we went to Lolo Pass. And we're on Lolo Pass. I'll see if I can steady cam this with my professional driver. Oh, I missed a good river shot there. But we're back in the Pacific Northwest, and it's normal now for us, which is it's not sunny. It is kind of dark, dreary weather. The last couple days have been dark because of campfires, or not campfire, forest fire smoke. And now we've got some sort of marine layer. Be prepared to stop. Oh, that's just construction. All right, we're going to continue on this very scenic tour of the Mount Hood National Forest on Lolo Pass Road, headed over to Hood River, kind of the back way is how I always think of it. But it's a pretty fun little drive, and then we will be headed back that same way. We'll see if there's anything of note. I suspect, given the haze and the gray skies, that the epic views that we would normally have will not be a thing. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, so it helps to press the record button. I just recorded a whole clip with Dana and I talking about her driving style here in her vehicle, and yeah, well, whatever. You guys will never know. We're manually shifting like pros up here, this little gravel road. We're already on the, I guess it'd be the north side, kind of the north slope of Mount Hood. We avoided any firefighter type traffic from the Forest Service, and so as you can see, it's kind of dark in the cab of the car because it's dark outside. Anyway, I'll bring you back when we got something to report, which is likely nothing, hopefully. And so we continued on Lolo Pass, which is Forest Road 18 over Mount Hood. It crosses from where I live in the kind of south, I guess, west part of the mountain, across to the north side of the mountain where Hood River is located. We continued on Lolo Pass Road for, I think it's like 20 miles, and eventually we dropped down into more scenic areas. We, unfortunately, because of the wildfire smoke and that sort of thing, many of the gorgeous views which are available as you cross over the westernmost reaches of Mount Hood were not available. Lolo Pass kind of is a power line road which accesses the national forest. There's multiple trailheads and that sort of thing, but again, it basically follows the line of a lot of high tension wires and that sort of thing. There's some beautiful rock formations along the way, if that interests you. And again, we just messed around. The purpose of this whole trip was for Dana and I just to get out of the house. And so we took a quick afternoon trip to Hood River on Lolo Pass. We took that to not Highway 35. We came in the backside of Hood River through, I think it's Odell. There's a neat little antique shop there on the left, and we continued kind of through what they call the Fruit Loop, which is a series of farms and orchards and that sort of thing, which is gorgeous. And then we went on to kind of come in the backside of Hood River and access that downtown core area, which is very scenic. If you ever have an opportunity to stay at the Hood River Hotel, which is located on Main Street, that's pretty cool as well. Dana and I just walked around downtown. There's some bookstores, there's some antique shops, there's a variety of secondhand stores down there, which we enjoy visiting those sorts of establishments. I didn't shoot a lot of video of the downtown area. Again, I'm not a professional vlogger, so the camera stayed in the car, and I shot a little bit of us walking around the downtown area. But, you know, that lasted for an hour or two, and we headed back over Mount Hood on Highway 35, which is the main route over. It was getting pretty windy, and so I tried to take some images or some video of that, but was unsuccessful. We had a nice dinner in government camp at the Mount Hood Brewery, which is a personal favorite of ours, and we went home. So again, this video is pretty short and sweet. I'm working on another video involving the CJ5. We've ordered blinds for the Casita, so stand by for those projects. Next week, stick around for what undoubtedly will be some more marginal content. I appreciate you watching, and again, I hope you do subscribe, but we'll see you again very, very soon.